Um, what was I gonna say to Stellaris isn't so bad for that anymore, Fuffy. The origins are a little dumb, and some of them are broken, but like Void Dwellers is kind of lame for tech rushing, but the like Federation one allows you to start with 2 federated AIs who do enable you to go conquering. I might try that one in multiplayer, just because then I would have 2 AIs under my control, and then I can use them rather than my own skill.
I haven't put on my makeup today. Technically, right now is my day. I woke up at like 8 p.m.
It's kind of pulling for more minion aggro there. Did he already hit his Q? Huh.
First blood. An ally has been slain.
Did he not remember I had flash advantage?
Plan for a woman such as you, Camille. You would have folly crafted by
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
This Camille just spam all-ins me in every possible situation. He's like, oh, got back to lane. Time to all-in. At this point, though, she's so far behind, she can't all in anymore, which seems to remove her entire strategy. Oh, dang, missed my cannon. Didn't think it would take that long to do that trade.
I will carve your souls! I sing only in your death.
Hey, Twitch, did you all remember to drink your coffee today? Aw. Damn. I thought I could E out of that one. I miscalculated the time in my head. Dude, the thing I like about Twitch chat is that no matter what, if you give them like material to work with, something funny, they'll give you like 15 responses and there's gonna be like 2 or 3 funny ones in there. I need to go grab my coffee though.
Noble is this carnage.
Reached its conclusion.
That Lux did the League of Legends versions of the hover hand. Chucked max range spells, stayed a screen away, and was like, I'm helping! I'm just gonna... should I TP bot? Can I run her down with the new teleport buff?
Now we're going down there.
Well, I was just wondering if the movement speed... It probably wouldn't be enough. Probably. Is your new strat just go top with Herald? Yeah, basically. You grab Herald, go top, grab a shitload of gold, boom, easy win.
Much to want vengeance.
Ow. Am I dead? No, I'm fine. Fuck. Was that really warded? Luck should get that. You know, the Ionians really like to talk shit about, oh, we hate the Noxians, we're gonna kill them all. But during the war, they were doing an awful lot of, oh my god, we're dying. Help us, international community, they're slaughtering us all. Then after the war, there's like, yeah, we would kick their ass. Yeah, we would win. Did I see that they fixed Aatrox's passive not healing on shields? Yes, I do believe I have noticed that. While playing Aatrox into champions with shields. In this literal very game that's going on. I mean, Ionians just seem like chicken hawks. They kind of got butchered, and then after the war is over, they're like, yeah, we're gonna kick their ass if they come back. Meanwhile, Noxus is like, yeah, you sure kicked their ass there. Oh, fuck. That's kind of how it happened with China versus Japan in World War II, China being Ionia. To my knowledge, China versus Japan was more Japan beating up the Chinese and kind of committing a lot of genocide, and the Chinese being like, let's put up a united front, and the other Chinese being like, no, and then them being like, oh, never mind then. Japan's like, wow, they're really not even uniting against us, even as we're invading them to conquer their land. This seems painfully easy. I'm not like, I'm not saying why the Chinese lost. I'm just saying the Chinese like practically just stayed ununited for the whole war, and the Japanese just kept invading, and the Chinese just kept staying in their quasi-warlord state. There were some attempts and there were some actual unifications, sure, but was there an actual united front? Man, it is so easy to control Dragon at this rank. Like, I've never understood the Chinese revisionism around World War II. Isn't it better to say we weren't really united and we're behind technologically and that's why we got our ass kicked? Why do they always try to revise it to, we were totally united? Like, okay, but then why did you get your ass kicked? Because we suck at war? Oh, okay. Like, does that sound better? I don't think so. Right, but my point is that, does it really save face when you're basically saying we lost because we just kind of suck at war, you know? Is that really a face-saving technique? Like, you'd think it would be better to just be like, we weren't united, things turned out poorly. To say that China got funked because of European expansion is a bit wrong. It wasn't like the 1600s happened, China was dominant, 1700s happened, China was dominant, 1800s happened, uh-oh, Europeans, China fell way the fuck behind and died. That isn't really what happened. And honestly, it's a bit racist and Eurocentric.
Godlike.
Ming Dynasty forms from the Mongols. Ming Dynasty enters huge prosperity. Ming Dynasty has so much prosperity, in fact, that at one point they literally sank their navy, their own navy, because they were like, these boats are too big and we'll build better ones. Ming Dynasty goes into civil war, gets taken over by the Manchu. Manchu are like, oh hey, we're Chinese now. That works for a while. Eventually the Chinese go, wait, you guys, aren't you kind of not Chinese? China goes into civil war again. I mean, that's kind of the best way to explain it, is that near the end of the Manchu dynasty, they cared more about trying to maintain control and appear Chinese than about actually expanding the country and modernizing and keeping up, etc., etc. So by the time the Europeans entered the fold, the Qing dynasty was like, oh, hey guys, I see you've got firearms and cannons and stuff. We have those too. And the Europeans are like, oh, where? And the Manchu dynasty was like, well, we got rid of them 500 years ago, but we can make new ones. We totally could.